Previously on Females Against Strahd, the filler arc. 4 not-so-heroes gather for a simple job. Aurion is pretty average looking in terms of his build and just features in general. I would say he stands around 5'7", 5'6". He's never really checked, not for a number of years. And he has pretty, I wouldn't say long hair, but it's really unkept, and it's kind of like bushing up a little bit. It's dirty as all hell. Like, he hasn't taken a shower in months. He has kind of like a dark blue eye color, more like an azure cyan. His skin is a golden brown from being in the sun for so long. And he wears just really tattered, kind of like peasant's clothes. He really just looks like an average working class citizen. Oh, if citizen is what you would call him here. Daryl.
So when you guys look at Daryl, the first question that you guys think of is, why is he here? He is a 2'9" halfling individual with salty white hair. You can see his face is aged. He has tan skin from being out in the sun for a long time, and he also has green eyes. He currently has a single walking cane that he brings with him, and he is wearing traveler's clothes that seem to be worn, like he's been doing that for a while.
Gust.
Gust has light blue skin, has some crystals occasionally growing off, usually along his arms. They don't really stick out, but it's just like there's a patch of hardened skin. His hair is swept forward, and you think it would cover his face, but due to the constant wind that seems to blow around, it's always like poofed up, like kind of in front of his face. He's fairly slender built. He wears a jacket and a shirt under it, and the jacket is always again lifted up by the wind, so it never sits right on him. Always seems to be trying to take off. And both his jacket and his pants have numerous pockets, and you guys have seen him take various chemicals out of them, and just kind of has vials on his belt.
Behrman.
I start to take my armor off, and the first thing you notice is the very, very evident farmer's tan on this guy. He's a nice 6'3", big brawny build, and as he takes his helmet off, he has more of a dirty blondish look, and a stern face that has seen some stuff.
With what seems to be a simple task.
You guys all would have heard about it in a tavern, about someone looking for people to do some escort work. It was very simple stuff, or read about it on a post in a town. Just looking for eager adventurers to help escort several caravans of goods from one town to the other.
The 4 adventurers find themselves robbed and transported to somewhere else, somewhere strange.
You find yourself with nothing around you familiar from where you fell asleep. Caravans and padded down grass. You find yourselves off to the side but still on a road. Black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. And on either side, giant trees loom over the road, slightly, their branches clawing at this persistent, grasping mist that seems to swirl just beyond the tree line and further down the trail, obscuring pretty much everything out of your usual line of sight.
Making their way down a well-traveled path, the 4 unlikely companions discover an old, forgotten tower.
Until you come across a ruined tower. What seems to have once been about 4 stories is now busted open into 2, where you can see spiral staircase along the wall going up to the 2nd floor, and a iron door door halfway off its hinges in the door frame.
To their surprise, while they did find a nice chest full of loot, they also ran into an ambush of zombies.
As from beneath you on the first floor, you hear the sounds of moving dirt and a low groan. You see several corpses clawing their way out of the dirt.
After defeating the vicious band of undead, the group continues on their journey, whatever it may be, wherever it may take them.